And now I have here with me Mr. SAKETGORE, the CEO of Himalaya's APAC business. And Mr. SAKETGORE, welcome. And I'd like to preface this by saying thank you so much for joining us here in our studio. And Mr. SAKETGORE, I'd like to ask, why has Himalaya entered Southeast Asia, particularly here in Indonesia?
Thank you for inviting me. Indonesia is a large country, and I would say amongst many reasons, there were three broad reasons. One is relation between India and Indonesia, mythological reasons, Mahabharata, Ramayana. Second is Indonesians has a tradition of jamu, lulur. India, Himalaya brands are based on a science called Ayurveda, which is our traditional science. So we thought we should bring that along with the herbal heritage here. And Indonesia is a young country. The median population is only 28 years. A lot of youngsters looking for solutions, and we thought we had a very good range of products which are available. It would be suitable for Indonesian consumers. We understand the market, the skin tone in this part of the world, so we thought we should bring our products here. That's the reason why we came here.
And absolutely, Indonesians and Indians, we both people are very familiar with using herbal products, herbal ingredients for beauty care treatments. And your headquarters is actually in Singapore, but why not in Indonesia? Indonesia being the largest economy in Southeast Asia.
We started in Singapore. We just started in Singapore around 2004. And yes, we've been making our plans, slightly modifying our products to ensure that we get in the right products to suit the Indonesian consumer and Indonesian skin tone. And when we are ready, we started with our pharmaceutical products. Himalaya is the only brand in the world which sells personal care products, pharmaceutical products, as well as animal care and pet care products under the same brand name. And we first got in a pharmaceutical products registered here, started selling here, and that's in 2013 is when we introduced our personal care products. Should we have come earlier? Looking at the market is good. Consumers are accepting our product. I wish we could have done earlier. But nevertheless, we come in here and we're going to be here for many, many more centuries perhaps.
And you, which year have you started launching here in Indonesia, and what was the process like?
We started with our pharmaceutical products in the market in 2010. The process started by establishing our registered office here in Jakarta in 2009. Post-registering the company, we applied for registering our pharmaceutical products. It takes around 12 to 18 months for a pharmaceutical product to get registered. And then we brought in our products, and 2000 Jan is when we started distributing our products. That was the process of approaching the doctors through medical reps channel. We went and promoted our products, got a product registered in various hospitals, rumah sakits is what you call them. And we started our process of getting in our personal care products registered. So that was sometime in July 2013 is when we first put our personal care products on the shelves in Indonesia.
And well, you're the Himalaya's beauty product, you can say, so fairly new here in Indonesia. But how is it doing in India or in Russia or maybe in other countries in Central Asia?
Our products currently retail in around 92 countries across the world. And as you rightly said, we started from India. India is our biggest market because we started from there. That is where our roots are. Russia is where we introduced our products in 2007, and as well as Middle East. Middle East we started in 99. I would say in Russia as well as Middle East, we are one of the leading brands. We are one of the leading brands across skincare categories as well as hair care categories. And that is what we want to do in Indonesia also.
Did you approach the market in Russia the same way that you approached the market in Indonesia, considering that both like the weather condition in Russia and Indonesia is obviously not the same?
A good question. This is exactly what we did. In Russia also we started with the pharmaceutical products. The pharmaceutical products actually give us a lot of credibility. When we modified our personal care products, Russia has a lot of cold weather conditions. It's got a lot of humidity level. It is very close to northern hemisphere, northern tip. We had to modify our moisturizers to ensure that it suits the Russian skin type. In case of shampoos, the hair conditions there are different. They use a lot of color on their hair. Their hair is slightly thinner. So we had to modify shampoo to suit them. Same is what we did for Indonesia. We took a couple of years time to come into Indonesia. Indonesian skin tone is very comparable to India. It falls in the southern hemisphere, hot, humid weather, a lot of rain.
Right?
Very similar, very similar to India. And similar to India, the food habits are same. And there's a lot of acne, a lot of pimples, which because of genetical condition and food habits consumers face here.
Spices.
Spices is what we eat, and yes, we like to have fair skin. Yes, so those are the products.
That is the trend.
That is a trend. Consumers like to use whitening products, try out whitening products. Plus, there's a lot of young population here, young emerging population who want to try different products. At the same time, they're very educated. They understand that if they use products with a lot of chemicals, they're likely to harm their skin. They're looking at alternate options. And we, Himalaya, who offers a herbal offering, is what consumers would be willing to try. That's the success that we got in India, in Russia, in Middle East. We want to do the same thing in Southeast Asia. Reasonably successful today in Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand. Those markets, we want to do the same in Indonesia.
And considering that Himalaya is a fairly new product here in Indonesia, could you tell me maybe your vision and mission? What is the future like?
As I said, we just started maybe a year back with our beauty products or personal care products here. But I would say that we are here for many, many more years to come along. We want to be admired as one of the most young organizations, an organization which offers products which are meant for the youth as well as all age segments in hair care as well as skincare. Segment. This is what our broad vision is. When you look at the product portfolio, what we offer across the globe, we offer head to heel solution. That means we have products right from hair care up to heel care. We want to bring in we have close to around 60 odd products.
Yes.
We want to slowly introduce them over a period of around next 2 years, all the range of 60 products. And that is when we think we would have completed our basket of offerings. But at the same time, I would want every Indonesian girl and a man to have tried the product at least once in the next 36 months.
And we're going to have to go into a commercial break for now.
Okay.
And next, let's find out what are the challenges of launching beauty products here in Indonesia. So don't go anywhere and stay tuned.